If there's one motorcycle that perfectly shows how modern naked bikes are evolving, it's probably the BMW F900R. The crazy thing about this bike is that it doesn't try too hard to impress you at first. It doesn't scream for attention with oversized wings or race bike styling tricks. Instead, it slowly pulls you in the longer you look at it. And honestly, after spending time understanding what BMW has done with the 2026 F900R, this motorcycle starts making more and more sense for the real-world rider. It feels sharp, premium, aggressive, comfortable, and practical at the exact same time, which honestly isn't easy to do in this category anymore. The design immediately feels more mature than many other naked bikes on the market. A lot of middleweight motorcycles today try to look futuristic just for the sake of it, but the F900R keeps a cleaner and more muscular design language. The front end looks compact and aggressive, the fuel tank area feels solid and sporty, and the exposed mechanical parts give the bike a raw Streetfighter personality without becoming messy. It has this confident German styling that feels serious instead of flashy. And when you see the bike in motion, especially with the LED lights cutting through traffic at night, it looks even better. For riders in the United States, where motorcycles often become part of someone's personality and lifestyle, that balance of aggressive styling and everyday usability matters a lot. The moment the engine starts, the bike instantly changes character. The parallel twin engine doesn't sound overly dramatic at idle, but once you twist the throttle, it wakes up with a deep, sporty tone that feels surprisingly alive. This isn't one of those motorcycles that only becomes exciting at extremely high RPM. The power delivery feels immediate and usable, especially in the mid-range, where most real-world riding actually happens. That's honestly one of the smartest things about the F900R. BMW clearly understands that most riders are spending more time on city streets, highways, and canyon roads than racetracks. So instead of building a motorcycle that only feels exciting at illegal speeds, they created something that feels energetic almost all the time. Pulling away from traffic lights feels quick, overtaking cars on highways feels effortless, and carving through corners feels smooth and natural. The bike has enough power to keep experienced riders entertained while still remaining approachable for someone moving up from a smaller motorcycle. Another thing that really surprised me about the 2026 model is how refined the entire riding experience feels. Some naked bikes focus so much on aggressive performance that they become uncomfortable after an hour of riding. The F900R avoids that completely. The seating position feels sporty but relaxed enough for daily riding, the handlebars give you excellent control, and the bike feels lightweight underneath you without becoming nervous or twitchy. Even at lower speeds, the motorcycle feels balanced and predictable. That's important because confidence matters just as much as horsepower when you're actually living with a motorcycle every day. On twisty roads, the chassis feels planted and responsive. The bike changes direction quickly, but it never feels unstable. You always feel connected to the motorcycle, which creates that addictive feeling riders are always searching for. The suspension setup also deserves credit because it handles rough roads far better than many people would expect from a sporty naked bike. Whether you're dealing with uneven city pavement, highway expansion joints, or mountain roads, the motorcycle stays composed without feeling overly stiff. Technology on the BMW F900R 2026 also feels modern in a smart way. The TFT display looks premium and easy to read, and features like riding modes, traction control, cornering ABS, and quickshifter actually improve the experience instead of feeling like unnecessary gimmicks. BMW has gotten really good at integrating technology without making the rider feel disconnected from the motorcycle itself. Everything works naturally in the background, which allows you to focus on the ride instead of constantly adjusting settings. Visually, the F900R also carries that premium BMW feel people expect. The paint quality, fit and finish, switchgear, and overall attention to detail make the motorcycle feel expensive in a good way. Even the smallest details feel thoughtfully designed. It's the kind of bike that feels just as good parked outside a cafe as it does attacking a mountain road at sunrise. And honestly, that versatility is probably its biggest strength. Some motorcycles are amazing on weekends but annoying during everyday use. Others are practical but boring once the road gets interesting. The BMW F900R somehow manages to sit perfectly in the middle. It feels sporty enough to make every ride fun, comfortable enough for long rides, modern enough to feel exciting, and practical enough to actually use regularly. For riders in the United States who want one motorcycle that can handle commuting, weekend rides, highway cruising, and twisty backroads without compromise, the BMW F900R 2026 honestly feels like one of the smartest middleweight naked bikes available right now.